My name is Wes Manning, and I'm running for place 1 on the Windcrest City Council. First, let's talk about qualifications. I have a master's degree in public administration, which gives me the knowledge necessary to actually understand the running of a city, and many years' experience as a federal investigator, investigating crimes involving large amounts of money. Knowledge, I think, that is critical in resolving many of these issues plaguing our city, especially those involving the usage of public funds. My opponents have not disclosed any professional expertise of the ability to conduct financial investigations or audits on the scale necessary to address the monetary issues facing the city of Windcrest. I agree that all the civil matters, transparency, city response, city accountability, etc., need to be addressed. But those are issues that can be discussed to the ends of time. I feel that financial issues are what, at this time, are the most important we have to restore the city to financial health. We have an outstanding police department, and once I'm elected, I will be looking into the issue of our volunteer fire department and the action needed to restore the fire department to its former greatness. Another important issue is that of the water board, an issue that I will quickly address once I am on the city council. Second, my opponents have either indicated that the Economic Development Corporation must be abolished or not addressed the issue at all. The Economic Development Corporation, the EDC, serves a necessary function allowing outside organizations to contact those who would represent the city in financial matters before those issues were presented to the mayor and the city council. I further suggest that the mayor and the city council need to meet with the Economic Development Corporation and advise them that the monies they collect will be shared with the city, much as the monies received by the Windcrest Crime Control Prevention District are used to pay for personnel and equipment needed by the Windcrest Department and the City of Windcrest. The WCCPD receives about $500,000 a year, depending upon the income received by the city. Over 2/3 of those monies are used to supplement the general operating fund to obtain personnel and equipment for the safety of the citizens of Windcrest. The Economic Development Corporation receives the same amount. A large portion of those monies could be put to a better use than just having them sitting in a bank account. At the above-mentioned meeting, the EDC should be advised that an agreement would be reached regarding the monies received by the EDC, or the present EDC board would be replaced by citizens who understood the need to move forward for the sake of our city, for the use of the excess funds being held by the EDC. This is not a threat. The mayor should have people in his administration who are in support of his goals for the city of Windcrest. The previous administration made sure that individuals supporting its agenda were sitting on those boards. As I stated, we need to reduce the EDC. The EDC does not need the amount of money currently flowing into their account. This process was promoted by the previous administration, and the board was staffed by the previous administration. So the current process needs to be addressed by the current administration. Third, the amount of debt that the city owes due to actions taken by previous administrations. One example, garbage fees. The amount of current payments are very low. The reason behind these was that the fees from commercial operations in Windcrest would offset the very minor or even no fees at all being paid by the citizens. That didn't happen, and now the city is in debt to the tune of $284,000, which must be repaid from the general operating funds. When you factor in that the city charter requires that the city maintain a surplus of 25% of the total operating fund, you can see the problem. This is just a quick look at one of the financial issues that require an individual with knowledge of how municipal finances are supposed to function. Fourth, I agree that there are problems with the current city charter that need to be addressed. The main area I would look at is the failure of the current charter to actually indicate the chain of command, who reports to whom, and who actually is in charge of the functioning of the city administration. Who is held accountable? Fifth, there is very little money to move around within the city operating funds. Thus, the city needs to think outside the box to obtain those funds. Examples would be a certificate of obligation, or even perhaps a regular bank loan. Of course, there is the elephant in the room. Personally, I am against bonds, mainly because it costs me money. And no one wants to pay additional money to the government because the previous administration, for whatever reason, failed to get the job done with the funds at hand. Unfortunately, sometimes it is necessary to just suck it up and do what is needed, not what you would like to do to fix the problem. There are several other issues that need to be addressed, which I will be able to do once I am a member of the City Council. The bottom line is this. We have a very good mayor in Mayor Reese, but the mayor and the two individuals we have on the current council cannot get anything accomplished until Mayor Reese has a majority of like-thinking council members. For this reason, the citizens of Windcrest need to get out and vote. It really matters not who you vote for, as long as that person is supportive of the agenda of Mayor Reese and the forward movement of the city of Windcrest. At this time, our only goal should be to take back the city council to ensure that Mayor Reese is able to lead Windcrest into the future. For this to happen, we need to take at least one seat. 2 would be better. 3 would be great. I will be glad to speak with anyone who has questions or comments of any issues, including those not mentioned. Again, I feel that based on education, experience, and expertise, I am the best person to fill a Place 1 council seat. The Manning campaign would like to thank the Windcrest Light News for their assistance in producing this video, and I thank the citizens of Windcrest who watched this video. Thank you.